so we decide not to help. You're about to say yes, every part of you is trained to say yes and fulfill your life's purpose. Whereas your real life purpose is not like before, when you were being mind controlled to pursue friendship on whatever shallow, unsatisfying level was possible. This desire to help, to make your mark in whatever small positive way you can wrangle, is something you've figured out for yourself. It matters. When you're about to open your mouth, you stall. A deep existential hopelessness wash over you, a kind that you thought you were past by now. You know what? Fuck it. Yes, you care, but honestly you're exhausted. I am quite exhausted. It's so much we're coaxing through personal revelation with no reward except the temporary abandonment of your deep soul level feeling of narrative irrelevance. You need a break. Why not give yourself a freebie? Well, I guess it is what it is in order to achieve what I need to achieve. It's hopeless. It's a hopeless case. You tell Jake that you don't think he needs your help. It's not for right now, and he'll be realized there's a problem. There's no need to swallow down all your personal growth pills at once. Jake looks objectively relieved. If I can shoot straight from the hip, that's exactly what I was hoping you'd say. I think I've done enough already too. Woo! This has been a great talk. I feel like we were really firing on all cylinders friendship-wise. If you were a past version of yourself, that would make you really happy instead. A sick feeling of guilt is poisoning your guts. You were about to touch on something real there. You know it was wrong to pull back from it. You're not doing Jake any favors. Still, you give him a weak smile and offer him the best friend-making tool you know. Are there any faraway friends he's interested in connecting with? Boy, howdy lads, what a position. I feel like one of those movie characters who's offered near unlimited powers out of nowhere, like Bruce Almighty, ready to lasso the moon and then the consequence on those pesky tides. There is someone I've had a hankering to meet with you for a little tete-a-tete. Remember when I regaled you with the tale of my grandma? OOF? You're not sure you're gonna be able to reunite his kid with his dead grandma? That seems like one of those things you won't be allowed to do, despite the supposed limitlessness of your powers. You'll probably be blocked by some weird forces, the one that seems to have a power that supersedes zapping anywhere and anytime. Place or dimension, you don't like to think about the force too hard. No, my stalwart chum, I've been corresponding in an epistolary fashion with a version of my grandma when she was a young girl, my pen pal, Buddy Jade. I understand if this is asking too much, but I'd love to meet her. She always said we meet someday. In some roundabout, confusing, woozy, what's it fashion. Was pleased as a puzzle of possum to hear that. Particularly, she stopped replying, writing the final run-up of vaunted finish line. I'm all at Twitter with worry. I don't mind telling you. You don't think we could take a hop, skip, and jump over and hell lodgings? What a relief! You actually know Jade. You can take him to the Jade right now. Jake smiled a big goofy grin at you. You should feel happy, you tell yourself sternly. It's a good thing to do. He says himself that you'll be fixing a concern of his. But the yawning malaise inside you only grows. You like to think of yourself as an agent of positive change. But here you are again, nothing but glorified interdimensional taxi service. Whatever, who cares? At least he'll be with someone he loves. I grab Jake's hand and take him to his family. You expect a normal non-event of your zappy powers, but instead there's a sick reckoning feeling, a kind of squeezing, like you are not the right shape for wherever you're going. It's still your breath and then it's gone. Nervously open your eyes. What the fuck? Does this have to do with your powers are changing? So you are distracted and gloomy when you zapped, but you have no idea that what just happened. You're not at Jada house. Wherever you are, you feel deeply wrong. The wrongness jangles through your bones and deep like a vibration of a jackhammer. You're not supposed to be here. You got to get out of here. You grab Jake with a grimace and zap more carefully. And there we go, you breathe a sigh of relief, which is sadly cut short as you turn to see Jade shoving a muzzle right on your face once again. You back up, hands raised. Jade, no, it's just your friend. You've already been through all this wacky misunderstanding shenanigans with firearms. I know what it is. Just think you shouldn't be here. What? Don't get me wrong, I appreciate everything you've done for me. I have no idea what it meant to be able to meet my friends in person. But the last time you came here, things got dangerous. I started to wonder if you have any idea what the consequences are of what are you doing. Okay, there's obviously something she needs to get off her chest. You want to hear it, but can she put the gun down? You both know she's not actually going to shoot you. Alright, guess the gun was a little over the top, but you started me, I got really mad. Ever since you left last time, I've been thinking about what you did with me and Dave. Even though Beck didn't stop you, I don't think he wanted me to traveling around like that. No, you're a nice person, you don't mean to do anything bad, but I think it's possible to have powers like yours without being a little corrupted by them. If you mess around your our lives, it can have serious consequences, but you always live afterward. You don't live out those consequences with us. It was great to meet my friends, but you know what? I will meet them anyway in the game. I can't help thinking it would have been better for things to play out like they were supposed to. So I'm sorry, but I just don't want to interfere in my life anymore. I think it's for the good of everyone if you leave us alone from now on. It hurts to hear, but how could you argue with that? You tell Jade that you don't want to do anything that makes her uncomfortable. It's just like one little thing that you maybe already did. You just to Jake, he's huddled behind you, clearly having a second thought about this. Maybe it's the gun, but again, Jake is pretty comfortable around guns. Probably it's just fear of the mortifying ordeal of being known. What the fuck are you? What the fuck are you? You watch as he clears his throat and fidget his hands twitching, or he sighs like he's thinking about hanging on to his own guns for comfort. I'm your grandson? Jakey! Jake? That's me! Jay bursts into tears. She flings herself towards her arms around Jake. I know I just said I didn't want any interference, but this isn't fair. I can't believe you're here. When they pull apart, Jake's eyes are watery as well. He's taller than Jade, being a few years older, but from the shy way he looks at her, you can tell she still sees her as a Tory figure. You can suddenly see how much Jake must have admired his grandmother. Now you're still in a mood, but this is heartwarming as well. You intentionally tune out the conversation a little as Jade and Jake gush at each other, just seem really private. They're family after all. You don't have any place in this conversation, which only adds to your frustrated feeling of being help-locked. It's great that this is making Jade and Jake so happy, but it really has nothing to do with you at all. As I can't really give you the tour since you grew up in the same place as me. But maybe we can take advantage of this opportunity. We both grew up alone, right? Isn't there anything you always wanted to do, but you couldn't do it with only one person? Holy hell, Jade, that's our rip snorter! One idea, you got a splendiferous mind up in the non-game of yours. Oh, he's weirding me out how much you sound like my grandpa. He's making me miss him too. I'm really happy I get to spend time with you. Me too. As to your question, there's a thing that can forefront in the old think tank. You know how it is being a kid alone in your room on a godforsaken island in the middle of bumfuck nowhere? You start to entertain all kinds of fancies. Of course. Well, there's this cosplay I've been trying to make work for years. I'm not very good at cosplay, and I haven't had anyone to help me bring in my vision to life. Is that kind of activity you'd be suited for? Oh my god, I would love that. What's the character? Only the best, bravest archaeologist/adventurer of all time, Lara Croft. Oh well, so you want to be a sexy number? I was so expecting Diana Jones, but was like saying, of course, Lara Croft, you want to be like Lara Croft. Okay, I think I'll have to stop picturing you as my grandpa. But I would love to help you with that. To be frank, Jade, I don't really think of Miss Croft as sexy. Really? Okay. Oh, I know some manly rogues like to comment on. Just have her Banzoon Bus, but from where I'm sitting, she's a consummate professional. I just admire her moxie. Go around the middle of the jungle with 2 o'clock. Yeah, that's your well, okay, then. Okay. I'm not gonna question it. Okay. Oh, sorry. I was just making an assumption based on her outfit, I guess. She was really rude to me. That was really rude of me. To tell you the truth, I have never seen anything sexy about shorts. Aspire to the freedom Lara's tights gets to experience every day. I think it's a beautiful dream. I'd be like, wow, okay. It's like, oh, why? I just wanna wear something, but less clothing. I was like, that, okay. So you wanna wear like a tank top, something like that, and shorts. Okay. I mean, I can wear shorts without wanting everyone to get all branded up. You know what I mean? Of course he can. But what about my juvenile grandma friend? Juvenile? This can be a cosplay party for yours truly alone. Isn't there anyone you've been waiting to inhabit the garments of? Not really about it. It would be fun to make a costume for me too. Mr. Coxcomb? What the fuck is a Coxcomb? He's one of my favorite mantra champs. What is a mantra champ? He turns to you, her demeanor towards you considerably softened. Hey, I'm sorry, I was met earlier. Honestly, I was scared of what you were doing. It really shocked me up to find myself on an alien planet. I feel like I shouldn't be doing it. Okay, I'm sorry. Wait, you were mad at me because you wanted to visit an alien planet? What? Do you want to join us? We could make a costume for you too. Oh yes, please do. Jade is Speesman. What I hear has been nothing but possibly fantabulous friend to me all along. Have you? All you did was tow him along on a little inter-timeline jaunt. You don't feel like you done Jake much good. Even really friends with Jake? Or are you just piggybacking off facilitating his friendship with Jade? It's fine, you guys. Things are going fine. Even well. But it feels unsatisfying. No real nutritional value. You don't feel good about what you've done, but you guys, you might as well get a cool costume out of it. You tell Jake that Jade, you know exactly who you want to dress like. The three of you settle to work together. Of course. Good end, you guys. Of course. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of the episode again. I guess, almost like a dread. Feeling of dread is slowly approaching us. I think something bad is gonna happen. And I feel like, as a matter of fact, everything's gonna fall apart very quickly. Anyway, this is the end of the episode. I know, the other ending. Short one as usual. And see you again very, very soon, as usual. And have a lovely, beautiful day. Bye, Moa. A lovely bye.